Happy Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2016. We're going to talk today a little bit about the SOHO imagery that's coming back with the strange eyeball dot. We're going to look at some self-pull activity that looks like they might be either changing shifts or bugging out, and lots of pictures from around the world. So let's jump in. The first thing is this SOHO image from February 14th today, and it's been getting around the net pretty quickly because, as you can see, it's pretty weird. I don't know what to make of that. Is it a reflection or refraction? Is it the actual object between us and the sun? Who knows, right? But it does look strangely like the leaked NASA image that we saw from years ago, from the IRAT satellite. I think the IRIS satellite, the infrared satellite. Very interesting. And then look at this, man. So we look at the South Pole, and this is what they're seeing down there. They're seeing this ring object. I think that it's reflecting or reflecting off the layer of the clouds up here again too. But you can see that this object has a ring around it. Almost that really is a stark image. But check this out, man. So earlier in the day, before this image was taken, we noticed that they had all their stuff out, lined up. They had a bunch of Jeeps, a bunch of equipment, and then all of a sudden everybody's gone. And I didn't see anybody return. Maybe they were just resupplying the base. But, you know, when you're seeing this kind of stuff in the sky, man, maybe you would bug out. I don't know. I would. And then we look at this ISS footage. I'll take a couple images here, but we're seeing the spherical objects pretty clearly from ISS. These are all from the 13th or the 14th of February. This one is interesting. Again, no manipulation on this one, where we actually got a full orb that was being lit, and this triangle of orbs, and then the big blue orb. Very interesting again. And again, I just wanted to remind, just stop it if you want to look at this, but cognitive dissonance, make sure that you're not experiencing it, and make sure to send your videos to me and pray for me, okay? I'm all about sharing subscriber videos. So with that said, let's take a look at the internet right now. And the first thing I wanted to show you guys was this imagery from Portugal. Remember where we had the big fist, orange fist coming from the sky? Well, this is what we saw a couple days ago from Murcia Maya. Don't worry about the sound. You can't understand anything they're saying. Look at those clouds, man. Has anyone seen red clouds like that before? I know I haven't until recently, but that is pretty weird, man. Wow. From Portugal. That is incredibly weird. Again, the reason we talk about the clouds is because many of us in this observation community believe that this is actually being, the system is actually being coming in with a lot of iron oxide dust clouds, and so it only stands to reason that the Earth is being hit by them as a result of this. Now, here's the webcam, today's image from our site in. This one is Monterey. Sorry, I keep forgetting. The other one is Leon, which we'll look here in a second. But this is from this morning. And again, look at this bright, interesting lens flare. I believe this is actually the object, and it's refracting back to us. And that's just what I think. Because when I blow up on this object, it becomes a multicolored object. But right here is a lens flare to beat all lens flares. I mean, it looks like it's actually showing the two balls or stars in this little encapsulated disc, which is actually, in my theory, actually this being refracted. And I'm sorry about the clicks, guys. I know that's irritating, but as this goes up into the sky, you can see that it lines up more with this, right? Now, and then it changes shape as it, look at this. Just crazy, man. This is like a multicolored thing up in here. I'll blow it up once I get to the clearest picture I can get of it. It's probably the last frame is the clearest. Oh, it's not letting me take it anymore. Okay, that's fine. I'll let you go and we'll go to this one. Again, we're seeing the strange lens flare activity. This is Leon today. And again, look at how they just try to chemtrail, trying to hide this thing. But we do get a view of it right here at the end. It's right in here. Again, sorry about the click noise. I don't know what else to do about that, but that is our star. All right, let's take a look at some photographs that were sent in by subscribers, and I will let you go for the day. But again, this is the Neumayer Station, U.S. station photograph or image, and I'm just going to blow that up, guys. Look at this. Look at that, man. That looks like a planet inside of a iron oxide cloud to me. That's what it looks like to me, man. Here's an image from a subscriber. This is in January from Reno, but again, this is where we saw this phenomenon at night a lot. Here's that strange, crazy orb again, the one with the weird lights on it. I'm getting those photographs from all over the place. Where is this from? I think it's somewhere in Germany, but I'm sorry, I can't remember. But again, we're seeing the strange red iron oxide dust and planetary objects. This was sent in by a viewer. Whenever you see this kind of thing with a lot of times it's a lens flare, but what's interesting about it is, why is the lens flare so red? But here, if you look closer in, you can actually see this blue object and another object up there. And that was a screenshot from a viewer. Okay, here's the eyeball orb that we were talking about before, blown up. And I have another site I want you to take a look at below, one of my favorite sites down there. And here's that picture again, man. Jeez, that's just crazy, guys. Coming from SOHO today. Tel Aviv again is getting the stark, and I have a theory about that. I don't think they're doing a lot of chemtrailing in Israel. I have a feeling that people would get shot down quicker there than most other places with the chemtrailing idea. Another subscriber photo from The Hague, the Netherlands. This is from Fayetteville, again with the reversed imagery. Here's real imagery from Vancouver facing southwest on the 12th of February, and again catching the orb, but trying to keep it real. Here's the surrounding, the one that seems to be orbiting the other orb. Same thing. And then the ISS. This is a ISS photo where we actually saw a red orb rise on the horizon. Here's a photograph. I think this is from way up north somewhere in Canada, but what we have there is we actually saw the kind of the reaction cloud, and part of the red iron oxide cloud is what I think we're seeing. Crazy picture reversed out, showing the some kind of object in front of the sun, which would kind of go with all that stuff. All right, so I want to wish you a wonderful, again, Valentine's Day. I know this is a horrible subject to be talking about on Valentine's Day, but I also want you to also know that Jesus loves you more than anybody, and never forget it.